Alright, just sitting here, getting prepared to play some Anthem with the infamous loading screen. But it's gonna take its time. Of course, I have a horrible hard drive at this point. But oh, I'm in. What? Connection problem? My God, it never ends. It never freaking ends. All right, I'm gonna delete this game. Oh wow! Oh wow! I'm in, but I gotta start all over again. God damn it! All right, everyone. In today's video, we're gonna be talking about the day one patch notes for Anthem. These are changes between the early access and the worldwide launch. So the day one patch will be effective for early access people on PC, and of course, the ones that pre-order game for February 22nd. All these changes are gonna be fixes for those releases of that game on Friday. So there's a lot of high level and of course some general and minor fixes that's going to be coming into this patch one notes coming into you guys today. And of course, if you guys been playing Anthem like me on PC for the past couple of days or so, you have come across a lot of issues that was very aggravating, very annoying to you, and you want them to fix those patches, and they definitely are. Of course, they are fixing some gears and weapons, kind of increasing some of the gears for the Ranger, the Storm, and mostly the Ranger and the Storm. They're going to be having some general fixes coming in, like the Glacier Beam base damage was 150. They dropped that down to 120. The Arc Blast secondary damage was 100. They boosted that up to 150 for the Storm. The Living Flame base damage was 50. They boosted that up to 60. The Inferno Grenade base damage for the Ranger was 130. Now it's 175. The Glacier base damage for the Storm was 150. Now they dropped down to 120. So it's kind of interesting how they kind of like at this point, for me personally, I don't think they need to nerf anything as far as like Anthem because they don't have a PvP mode. They just need to buff some of their javelins in this game to make them more powerful, make them more fun to kind of use and take down enemies a little bit quicker. And that standard, I see a lot of people in the comic section saying that, the Storm needs to be nerfed. It's too powerful as a javelin. Everybody's been using them a lot. Yes, I've been seeing mostly the Storm mostly being used a lot than is with the other javelins. I feel like if you don't want people to use Storm a lot, maybe just buff the other javelins in the game so people can use them. I have not seen a Colossus yet. Everybody that I have played was Storm. I have 2 of them at this point that I'm trying to build. And of course the Interpreter and of course the Storm is my 2 main frames that I'm going to be rocking with. The Ranger, yes, I will use the Ranger when I feel like using the Ranger. But those are my 2 main javelin frames that I tend to use in Anthem. The most headline thing that they're going to be fixing in this patch note that is high priority on this list, as you can see on your screen just a minute, is of course the high level fixes, meaning the goddamn load times on the older disk drives and just the loading streams, that just the infinite loading screens that are in this game is pissing me off. So that is what is the turn off in this game. I have to sit through hours and hours and minutes to make this loading screen go any faster, any quicker. That's been what's been my major priority, and kind of like a negative side about Anthem is just this loading times and these loading screens just don't make any damn sense to me. So that was the high level fixes, is decrease the loading times for older disk drives, fix many infinite loading screens, and much more. And of course there was a number of issues have been fixed where they were causing players to disconnect or crash. That's been the high priority level fixes that's been fixed. And of course, weapons and gear now have numbers present for the modifiers. And then of course, fixing multiple challenges not tracking properly. But the main high level was of course the 2 main ones I mentioned. The loading times and the infinite loading stream has been fixed in Anthem. Challenges now unlocked for players are at the correct levels. There's been issues where a lot of people said that the challenges have not been unlocked, which is true. Legendary contracts can now be accepted from a social hub contract board, which is pretty interesting because a lot of people was wondering how do you get all these different contracts, because if you guys did not watch the previous video that I uploaded of how to get a clean slate paint for your javelin. You have to complete the freelancer challenge, and a lot of people want to know how I complete that. You have to do different contracts from the NPCs in the fort. And of course, loot not properly dropping for players who are down, meaning who are down and under, who is not at the correct level. The loot not has been dropping as it's supposed to be dropping. So they fixed those things. The textural quality for the NPC, that has been improved. Some people have been complaining that the texture qualities for the NPCs in the fort don't look too, solid, and we don't want no Mass Effect or drama situation again. There's been issues about fixing camera issues during cutscenes. I came across that last night. The cutscenes for the camera was, it was pretty bad. The strongholds, they fixed the strongholds, they fixed some challenges, gears and weapons were being fixed, as we mentioned earlier in the video. Javelins, and it said that the Colossus Javelin is now available to activate its shield more quickly after using the ability or firing a weapon. So basically, the Storm Javelin now reacts of getting hit when its shield are up, and then a different bunch of stuff that they put in this article has been mentioned, and I will leave the article in the description down below. Make sure that you download this update as soon as possible. It didn't take so long for me to really download. Actually, it was pretty quick actually. It depends on your PC. It depends on how fast your PC goes. Usually that's what a lot of people says. It depends on how fast your PC goes, and your internet connection. That's usually is. A lot of people said that the player's banner now update immediately when update from the squad screen. So people are talking about the player banner issues. There are so many different types of issues that I didn't even really notice. Now I see. Players may now track 10 challenges instead of 5 to see what's going on. Player banners should now display correctly. I have not noticed that either because I've been just trying to grind out to my character at this point. So many different issues in this game that they have mentioned. Additional mouse and keyboard controls improve have been made. Yeah, I kind of noticed that about my keyboards and mouse. It wasn't flowing. I had to use my Xbox controller a lot for the past couple of days. But like I said, article be in the description. If you guys have any questions, let me know, and I'll answer them as much as I can. And if you did enjoy today's video, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you check out the video that's on your screen right now below, and I will catch you guys in my next post.